Hello all, it's Tomrex. At least there's no electric in that. We are at the Viking gravesite. Well, it's not just Vikings here. There are people from the Iron Age, and they buried their dead here all the way back to the Roman Iron Age in the year 2050. You can see it there. So there's many generations of grave sites here. Can you see? See, he always gets spooked walking around here. Come. Well, I'm not going to talk about the actual gravesite today. I'll leave it in the description down below, in my description, and you can read about this place. I'm going to talk about something totally different. It's about an old lady that lived here during the Viking era, and she would bake bread to the people around here during those times. There's a Viking grave. There's another Viking grave up there. There's quite a few actually. We have 10 of them here. Anyway, she would bake bread to the people around here because these were poor Vikings. I mean, here in Denmark, you know, all graves were being a peasant girl or a warrior. It was classed as Viking era back then. These are Viking graves. There's no inscription on these stones. If there was, they're long gone. But these were not the elite. These were just your average peasant. They couldn't afford to have runers. And really, rune writing didn't really hit the island a lot until Christianity hit here. But then again, that was mainly for the rich people. All these I'm walking by now are Viking graves. I'm just going to talk about the legend here. Look at him, he's 8 years of age and he still acts like a 2-year-old. Don't you, mate? Let him have his little roll. There's another Viking grave. All these I'm showing you now are Viking graves. As I said, I'll leave in the description about this place. And anyway, this lady, she would bake bread to the locals here, the other farmers and peasants. And today, you see down there, is where those, there's a lot of branches that have been put on top of it. I don't know why they did that. But there's a stone foundation over there, and that's where she had her cottage with an oven. And to this day today, you can still smell the bread from there. Now, if you want to believe in stuff like that, that's fine. I believe it because I have smelt it. The only difference is, could it be my neighbor over there or my wife over there baking bread in the morning that you can smell? Aha. But no, that's the legend, and it's been here for a long time, that legend. This is one of my favorite Viking graves, this one. When it's cleaned up, it looks so beautiful. They all do actually, look at that. This is how they were built. No rune inscriptions. The funny thing was, I had, because we live here, you know, from about 7 in the morning, you can be here until sunset. When it gets dark, you're not allowed to be here in these woods. That's to respect the land and to respect us locals that live around here. We don't want people camping here, we don't want people doing this, that and the other. But we had some people over from the mainland that came and knocked on our doors. They were advised by the tourist association to give the locals a knock that live around the area. They wanted to do a paranormal investigation here. And I was sat at home. No, sorry, I was actually sat at my friend's over there. And we were having coffee. It was about 9 o'clock in the evening in June. We got a knock on the door. And my neighbour answered it, and he invited these people in. They had all this equipment with them to do paranormal research. I wanted to see if I could talk to any of the spirits around here. My neighbour, you know, he doesn't mess around. He said, well, what are you going to try and talk to them for? He said, well, that would be interesting to know about their lives. He said, they wouldn't understand you anyway, because they spoke a totally different language back then. He said to these mainland Danes, he said, and even if you tried to speak to those up in Hammer's house in the Middle Ages, you wouldn't understand the word. In fact, you wouldn't have understand the word the Bornholmers spoke here for 100 years ago or 50 years ago. So how are you going to try to communicate with them? Here's another Viking grave. That was all kind of funny. But anyway, we said, yeah, fine, you can do that. Just no fires and no, as you can see here, we don't want no fires here. You keep your dog on a leash. There's no horse riding, no tents, no camping. And you're allowed to be around here at 7 o'clock in the morning till sundown. And then you have to get out of here. That's mainly to respect the place and us locals. They might get. But they did do a paranormal investigation, but they were only here for an hour and they left. Something probably scared them. There's a lot of dead people here. And it's their place. It's their home. It's not ours. It belongs to them. They're dead here. And you have to respect that. Come. And the way I respect it is, in the springtime I'll come here with a couple of my friends and we will clear all these grave sites from all this debris from the wind that has blown all the branches down, and we will clear it up. I want to go down here a bit because it's not all about Viking. Come. You can see here we'll get into the Bronze Age or the early Iron Age. From around the year 2250 years after Christ, they started burying people here. This is what we have found. This is one of the oldest graves here. This is truly, just this place alone, just this little forest has so much history and so many graves. See, he's got whiff of something. He always gets funny here, you know. There must be something around here. I'll leave that to your imagination. Do you believe in the paranormal? Let me know in the comments down below. I do. Come, you might. You see, he always does this when we come here. Some more of the Bronze Age graves. I don't like walking on them. I kind of respect them. He's a happy boy. You see, all of this is Bronze Age. Not Bronze Age, early Iron Age. Roman Iron Age, I think it's called in English. Call it that in Danish as well. So if there are spirits here, and if you believe in that, there would be hundreds of from different generations through the Nordic history before Christianity came, because after Christianity came, they didn't start burying their dead here. It all happened at the churches, you know. But back then they had, especially here on the island, you've got so many grave sites here that is from all generations, Bronze Age, Iron Age, Viking, and after that Christianity came along and that tradition stopped. Hvorfor skal du derned? Okay, we'll go this way if you want to go that way. He's so keen on going this way. I want to see what he wants. You can see these around here. There's a stone like wall that goes all the way around this burial site. But it's not just about burial site. They cultivated things here as well. You know, there was farms and they all go back to the Iron Age. It really is a historical place. There's something that is pulling him there. Why? I don't know. Maybe he wants a drink of water. Yes, that's what he was doing. It's fresh water. He just wanted a drink of water. Got it, Bella? Come. That was it. He's fueled up now. There's no electric in those fences. I know that because I know the guy that has the cattle there, over there. He has no cattle out in the field today. That's beautiful honey, by the way. Tastes gorgeous. Homemade honey. Anyway, that was a little walk around this ancient burial site. As I said, I'll leave in the description about the place. There's so much more to it than this. Over there you have all the, like the waterways from back in the Iron Age where they literally cultivated here. Anyway, have a great week all, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.